The mast.
The mask.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whoa, there's a song. Hold on. Turn it up.
Fuck yeah, boots.
Pump up the jam.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
You're recording?
I am recording.
All right. A small but warm fire burns in the corner of this inn. It's not unlike most roadside taverns on the Sword Coast. There's small rabbles of customers, cured meats and stews, wooden tankards of ale and wine, the smell of thatched hay, wood smoke, and tobacco. The conversation is plain as well. Farmers complaining about their labors, and armchair politicians attempting to solve the world's problems through a faint haze of intoxication. But this place houses a small treasure every few nights, one that can only be found if you listen to the stories very closely. 3 teenagers enter the tavern. All of them quickly grab drinks from the bar and scuttle to the back of the room. But they aren't here to get drunk or complain about the world, though. They've come to hear stories. They pull chairs around the table in the dark corner of the tavern, and already sitting there is an old man. White, balding hair frames a bespectacled face, wrinkled by time. Smoke rising languidly from a gnarled pipe, and a stack of weathered books sitting obediently by his side. One of the girls speaks up. "So, Jero, what story do you have for us this time?" The old man takes a deep breath and looks away for a moment. "I've been thinking of my youth lately, of what set me on my path. I was younger than you, maybe, when I first became fascinated with this group of adventurers. They were the saviors of Phandalin, the scourge of the Red Brands and the Drow. They flew through the air on magical ships and held council with the lords of the Sword Coast. They delved the depths of the Kendall Keep and moved time itself to infiltrate a wizard's tower. And one of them even taught me the importance of life, of nature, and of the wider world. He showed me the man I would eventually become." The old man tokes his pipe and furrows his brow a little. "But they were not without their faults and missteps. No. As do we all. They would fail and they would falter. But unlike most of us, they rose again, and against greater odds." One of the boys leans in, very interested. "So what became of them?" The old man also leans in, now with a childlike gleam in his eye and a smirk on his lips. "The troop was always at their best when they were at their worst. Listen closely, and let me tell you the tale." Ricky.
Woo!
Jero.
God.
Ricky Lightning. After receiving the summons to One Shoe's funeral, you've packed the few remaining personal items and have set out. When asking for permission to leave, the Santric monks responded the way they respond to most things, with a knowledgeable indifference. If there's one thing that you've learned here, it's that Santric's way is to be focused and centered against the chaotic nature of the world around you. You've learned that structure and routine are false, and one can only be truly balanced when they are weighed on the scales of experience and time. Your treks through Fireshear and Luskin were mostly uneventful. But you do learn that the God's Bane has struck down Helm, and that the armies of Helm's worshippers now clash against the gates of cities and towns alike. They pillage and steal from the countryside rampantly. But most citizens this far north think themselves immune to this chaos. You arrive in Corda Hill on a breezy summer morning. You've never seen a fully fledged gnome town before, and you are taken by the size of this thing. It's so damn tiny. The doors built into the hills, the chimneys, even the fences are tiny. And sitting by a small statue in the center of the town is an old gnome, hair almost completely gone, wearing brown monk's robes. And as you approach, he seems startled for a second and then focuses his eyes. Is there something I can help you with, stranger?"
Okay. Oh my god. So, kind of opening my mouth to say something. A little squeak comes out, realizing I haven't said anything to anyone this whole entire trip. And I'm just like, do you know, Mr. One Shoe?
"Oh, yes, Mr. Wandrington, of course. Have you received the letter?"
Yeah, yes. And I like fucking pull it out.
I would ask friends or family, but judging by your size, I'd say friends.
Yeah.
And he's like one shoe. He's, up to your thigh, maybe. Very short person.
I'm like, you must be his brother.
No.
Oh,
I grew
family, obviously.
No.
Oh, you look just like him.
Well, we are from the same town, I suppose.
Oh,
I was a little older growing up, but I'm sorry. My name is brother. My name is Brother Kellen.
Kellen, and I give him a get on one knee and I give him a shake, and I'm like, I'm a monk from Fire's Heat.
Here.
Fire Shear. Gonna wish him on his path to wherever you guys gnomes go.
Eccentric brotherhood, huh?
Yes.
We've heard many interesting things.
Thank you.
And he's kind of like fiddles with his glass a little bit and touches Rome. He says, "But yes, we did receive one shoe, as you say. His body was found by a hunter in the north of the Winter Wood.
Valinor who's this hunter?
He didn't give a name. He was a human man, short. Said he was out hunting for pigs. When he found sorry to say, a mangled body, barely recognizable.
Well said.
So I'm like, so when's the service? When's the big send off?
He looks up at the sky and he says, "Well, after dinner, perhaps we'll wait and make sure that everyone that wants to arrive can arrive. I don't mean to pry, and it's none of my business. Did he have many friends or family that you know of that would attend?"
Well, I'm his best friend.
I see.
But I've
Some things never change.
yeah, from what I can tell, yes, there should be quite a welcoming party of friends. I think.
Good.
Oh God. I hope. Does he have family in town?
No, his mother and father are buried, though, at the same plot that will be taking him.
Okay. Oh well. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just hang. I don't want to be a bother.
Beorn,
I'm really sticking out.
Yes.
your travels here have been long. Almost 3 months of traversing the woods and groves of the savage north. In that time, you have felt the spirit of the forest grow colder and more distant. Animals seem more easily frightened, and the trees open less to communication. You have also seen signs of Helm's Horde firsthand. Small towns and outposts ravaged and burnt to cinders. Whole families or populations slaughtered and left by the roadside or executed in the woods. Perhaps even more concerningly, you've seen storm clouds gather where they should not and linger longer than natural.
Linger longer.
So dark, they are almost purple, and they seem to swirl in the south of the Sword Coast. You come to the edge of the tree line surrounding Corda Hill, and you see a tall human wrapped in robes talking to a gnome. What would you like to do?
I approach the human and I extend my invitation.
Oh, okay. You definitely had very tall friends.
I say, I'm here for One Shoe's funeral.
Yes. So is Mr. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Yeah. No, it's I took a vow, monk thing. And I like shake it. I'm like, it's
It's a monk thing. Don't worry about it.
the lightning,
Lightning.
like the sound. And I nod knowingly.
Say, all right.
And your name, sir?
My name is Bjorn.
Of course. And once again, I assume friend, not family.
Friend.
Very good.
Well, a friend of a friend, I should say.
I fucking shoot a glance, and I'm like, elf, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I will go off to the side and wait for the ceremony to begin.
Okay. You kind of go off a little bit to the edge of the town. Incredibly small town. Probably no more than 10 small buildings. And you've probably seen them villages before, so everything is downsized. Everything is smaller. There's tiny farms with tiny fences around them. You see the Temple of Clever Thrush, which is just like this domed building made of clay. You can see a couple people. There doesn't seem to be a market or any like signs hanging from buildings. It's just homes. You can wander off.
I inquire about Helm, if he knows about the falling of Helm.
Oh yes, oh yes. The God's Bane is terrible, and Clever Thrush willing it will end soon. Helm's Horde is. We pray that we are far enough north and of little enough consequence. We should travel. We have nothing for them to take. Wrinkled little face.
And I'm like, oh, baby man.
I hate to kill the immersion because it's really good right now, but Marley, could you raise your activation volume just slightly? I think you're like feeding back just a little bit. And it's making Booj kind of hard to hear because Discord does a thing where it like smushes down one audio source when another one comes in. And I keep like missing words halfway through the sentence.
Perfect time for that. Taurus.
Whoa.
You've had a weird week, to say the least. After your abrupt retreat from the hag and some days hiding in the woods trying to find your bearings, you received One Shoe's letter popping out of nowhere. Confused by this and by your new long black clothing, you think this must be some attempt at a regroup. One Shoe must have thought of this ahead of time. This is obviously just some kind of trick. As you eventually find your way out of the Neverwinter Wood, you too see the ravages of Helm's Horde in spots along the road north. Burnt fields of bodies, wounded being carted to wherever temple they can find. And you think, how could this have happened in only a few days? How long have you been out? What's up with these huge storm clouds you see brewing in the south?
What is the deal with that?
You take the main road into Corda Hill, and as you approach, you see what appears to be an elf with black hair, an old gnome, and some tall, slender human talking. Seems like your party.
Oh, boys! It's the boys.
Is it do I notice it's Taurus?
Oh yeah, immediately.
Oh yeah, I fucking turn and I'm like, oh, I gotta go look at the stuff. Hold on, I got a monk thing, and I go fucking hurriedly off.
Taurus, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
This enormous 6'2" man. Gotta go.
That's a performance.
Oh fuck! Oh thank God!
You're kind of taken aback by what you assume to be Thalanor and One Shoe are not approaching you. They seem to just kind of be looking at Ricky approaching you.
I go.
Why isn't the tall elf and the gnome, my friends, coming to talk to me?
I go hello, and I'm like doing the dance, wave my arms around.
The gnome will then you see him nod and approach, and quickly becomes obvious that you're like, One Shoe looks weird, and you're like, oh, that's not One Shoe.
Always looked weird.
But as you approach, you notice that this is in fact not One Shoe.
And I walked right past them, like to avoid embarrassment. Like I was waving at someone behind them. You know that?
Yeah.
I am.
And then you duck into an alleyway.
And you're like,
and I have a
this
panic
is
attack.
good. Yeah. Oh fuck!
But you do see Ricky cloaked in wintry robes.
What? Do I know it's him, or do I assume?
It looks just like him.
Okay.
Looks just
He's
like
not-
him, almost as if 2 years had passed.
I go, Ricky, what's going on, One Shoe? Ricky!
I'm like literally slowing down, like I'm in mud. I'm like, must avoid. And I
Sick.
fucking stop, and I'm like, do a little look back. And
So
like,
Ricky, you do, as you look at Taurus, he is in this almost like Night's Watch kind of robe, like thick thick cloak. He's covered in leather. His arms are covered in leather all the way down, and he has gloves on, black gloves, leather.
This is Taurus is wearing that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in winter gear. Winter gears. All right. Well, I fucking do a look back, and I'm like already fucking got my scrunched face. I'm ready to fucking cry. And I fucking run in for the embrace. And I give him a huge hug. And I'm like, you were dead!
I thought we all were dead. I don't know what happened. Nobody was there in the house, but I kind of wandered off.
And I'm just like fucking sobbing, and I'm like, who's dead? The hag had everyone in her hair. And I saved Thalanor and I kissed him. And then I was the monk, and they made me sweet.
You're not a monk.
And I like pat, and I'm like, I'm a monk.
No, you're too much of an asshole to be a monk.
I'm like, I don't know. They don't let me talk. They don't know I'm an asshole. They don't know.
They don't let me speak, so I can't prove myself to be a jerk.
And I'm like, Thalanor is probably here, and I don't want him to see me.
Isn't he over there?
No, that's a guy. That's just a guy.
Why would you not be hanging out?
Well, One Chew's dead! Oh my god, did you not get the letter? You just came, this is where you hang? And I'm like, oh, you're going to see your daughter. Knowing look to Taurus, I'm like, she's fine. She thinks you're dead.
What? How'd she find out?
Dodge
Like,
that bullet.
how'd she find out so fast? Also, what?
I said I was a monk!
Yeah.
I fucking like pull the robes. I'm like, monk! I'm a monk now.
I
I
started lifting
I
up
do
his,
like a big monk bow.
started lifting
and
up
I'm
his
like,
skirt to find the jeans.
like, no, there's no jeans. I'm a monk. I'm naked under there.
No, but where's One Shoe? And
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is
Okay.
well,
Let
the
me
demon
slow
boy.
it down. Yeah, he's dead. He died, or killed himself.
what? Why?
Go talk to this little guy that looks just like him, his brother.
But I'm not dead, and I just walked out. What, you didn't?
Walked out. It's been 2 fucking years. I'm a monk. I'm a monk now. It's been 2 years, a bit and some change.
No?
Honestly, you are dead. You're just a dead guy, and I don't know how you are here. Maybe you should do some explaining.
Woke up.
Okay.
Walked
Okay,
here.
that's 2 years ago. Okay, what else did you do?
That's not 2 years ago. That's now.
Oh boy, I don't know. Look, my monk master once told me something like this, and I do a think, and I'm like, nothing.
Yeah,
And
because you're just a liar. You're not a monk.
I'm a monk,
You're just.
and it's been 2 years.
You're
and
just a shyster.
I'm like, Born. How long's the god? Is that name Bjorn? Bjorn?
Yeah,
fucking-
Bjorn.
Baby
I
Bjorn.
feel like I'm like Bjorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm help my confused friend. How long have the gods been going on?
About 2 years.
couple months.
Whatever.
Oh, a couple months, 2 years, some. And I'm like, am I a monk?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Taurus, roll an insight check.
I'm just gonna love the shtick that he doesn't believe I'm a monk from now on.
It's hard with Ricky. You can never truly know what's right or wrong, but there does seem to be a tinge of honesty in there that takes you aback for a second. And you're like, what the fuck? Like,
All right, I don't know what you're trying to get out of me by saying you're a monk.
Nothing.
I'm not
I mean,
I'm not a mark. I'm your buddy. Like,
and I fucking go in for another hug, and I'm like, I am your buddy. I'm like, I don't know, man.
no, but
The
where's
world's been
One Shoe?
crazy.
I gotta talk to One Shoe.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
he-
Well, we're gonna see One Shoe after dinner, so we can have a big talk with One Shoe after that.
Okay.
at this
And
point, Brother Kellen will approach and says, "Hello, sir. friend or family of the deceased?
Of who?
Mr. Jim Norton Nodbimpton.
He's my buddy. What? He's not dead.
I'm sorry, sir, but you have received the notice and has been
No.
prepared.
No,
Is
I have
awaiting the
not.
service.
I just walked in here.
Oh, well, I apologize if you're on your way to Mirabar or Luskin. We don't serve much here. We don't have an inn.
I
That's
fucking
awful.
I pat his shoulder and like do like a sincere eyes, and I'm like, he's gone, Taurus.
I like how the old man gnome, Brother Kellen, is just like, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Would you like you go back to
Heaven.
Stop! Like I don't understand what you're trying to get from me, man. Like, where's Red Man? Where's Red Man?
Red man.
Like he's
Hey,
most
Method
definitely
Man in
dead.
heaven.
Yeah.
Where's
They're
Red
spitting
Man
rhymes.
and the fucking elf too? Like,
And I'm like, honestly, Taurus, after the blood hag,
why are you here? There's no fucking inn. Like,
that is fucking crazy.
why did you leave me too? If you're like, you guys like just leave me.
Ooh, well, no. You see, I'm very sorry. And that's all I got. And I'm like, give him like a shrug, and I look down.
Brina. Over a year ago, Neverwinter became unlivable. Helm's Hold is in open warfare against the city of Skilled Hands. What metropolitan government remains shut down trade and applications for citizenry 6 months ago. The walls are battered and nearly destroyed, even with the influx from Mintarn and Om. Shrines and churches of Helm were destroyed, and followers of the Vigilant One are publicly burned at the pyre. Before you left, there were doomsayers walking the streets, claiming that the end was near, that the gods had left. There were even whispers of open worship to Mirakul, the god of the dead. What finally drove your departure was the disappearance of the Cloak Tower. What was once considered the first and last defense of the city turned into a scapegoat for Neverwinter's problems. There are many that believe the organization was the cause of the God's Bane. There are riots against members of the Many-Starred Cloak, and even assassination attempt on those members. Fed up, or possibly in search of a new solution, the tower vanished one night, leaving only a crater where the structure remained. You took what wealth you could carry and made your way somewhere, anywhere, that was more safe. You were in Longsaddle when you received word of your husband's death. Without shedding a tear for him, you only thought of the safety of your children, secreted away in a university halfway across the world. You arrive in Corda Hill, a place where once you and yourself were married. You see standing in the town center the acolyte that officiated that marriage, Brother Kellen. Around him stands an odd group of men. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go and approach Brother Kellen.
Okay. Come up with your scooter and your bomber jacket.
I lean over to Bjorn, and I'm like, don't ask if they're related. It's kind of racist.
Good dry try.
You approach him, and he seems to fix his glasses and kind of focus a little more, and he's like, and then suddenly hits him. He's like, Brina! Oh, my lady, of course, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, me too. How are you? Are you in good health?
Oh, not bad. Winters are cold here, as always.
Of course. So when's this whole thing getting started?
Oh, very soon, now that you've arrived.
I'm like, man, everyone's dying in this town. God. Our friend
Who else is
Wanshu
dead?
just passed, and we're here for a funeral after dinner. It's a big ceremony.
Yeah, me too. I think there's only one funeral going on here.
Yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous because you're a girl and you would never be an adventurer. No, I don't say that. I don't
No, come
say
on, that'd be
that.
really good if Ricky was
no,
like wicked
I'm
sexist.
No, that's not Ricky anymore.
Well, and I also want to say that she does look like an older gnome. White of hair, some wrinkles. but she seems to carry herself very assuredly with the bomber jacket and the iron scooter.
With a big mechanical arm hanging out.
With a big mechanical arm hanging off of it.
Hanging
Well,
off the
that's
scooter or
just
hanging off
great.
of herself?
The scooter. She's also wearing a bomber jacket with a bunch of patches on it.
Well, I gasp and I'm like, one shoe, you know one shoe. Oh my god, everyone. He had such a loved man. I was his best friend.
Not for me. Oh, really?
Yeah, I can tell you all sorts of stuff about him that no one would know.
We don't need to do that. It's fine. it's not a problem. Well, shall we get it started then?
Oh, I guess you're the boss.
Yeah, I look to the fuck, I can't remember his name.
Kellen, brother Kellen.
I look to Brother Kellen and I say, yeah, if this is everyone, then I guess we should, get this going.
Yes, it can be arranged. Dove.
Hey, that's me.
If this carriage hits one more rock, if these horses buck one more time, you might just blow up the whole fucking thing out of frustration.
That's such
think
a
better-
good intro.
You think better of yourself, though, if only for the handsome salary that Mr. Gaffis has been paying you. And you don't dislike your employer. He's a smart and savvy old gnome. He respects your intelligence as well. When he assigns you a task, he expects you to find out the best way to do it yourself, something your father never managed with you. But you haven't been sleeping well. Ever since Gaffis moved his operation to the Mirabar Undercity, your circadian rhythms have been thrown for a loop. No sunlight, no sky, dwarves constantly hammering away at forges, and torches that burn at all hours of the day. If you could only catch some sleep on this fucking carriage. Just as you think that you might be winking off to sleep, the carriage abruptly halts. And Mune, who has been sitting next to you this whole ride, smelling of bird shit, says, "We've arrived." The rest of you see coming up the road a carriage made of fine dark wood, banded by glimmering bronze and silver. It is led by two massive black steeds, both finely groomed. Driving the horse is an olive-skinned man, wearing a simple, tight leather armor, his dark hair in a long undercut. The carriage pulls up to a halt in front of you, and the doors swing wide open. Stepping out first is a skinny young man with pale skin and short hair, wearing a baggy taupe-colored pant and a short, deep red mantle. The next person out of the carriage is an old gnomish man, wearing exquisite royal blue clothing. On his head is a tri-cornered hat with gold trim, and around his neck is a large medallion made of silver. And finally out of the carriage is a woman that looks a lot like the man driving, almost identical. Olive skin, undercut, tight brown leathers. Ricky. You recognize this woman. She once introduced herself as the Shrike over 2 years ago.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm like,
Comes up.
Lady Shrike, I assume.
Looks back and says, Ricky Lightning, is it?
And I'm like, yeah, it's just it's Master Lightning.
Master what?
Lightning.
I understand. She thinks for a second, she says, you never paid up, did you?
Oh, I got even with the.
Doesn't matter.
I look back and forth between the two of them and turn to, is this Hugh or Mune?
Mune.
I turn to Mune and say, you know him?
Yeah.
I'm
a
monk.
No, not anymore. Now with the world going to shit. Says he owed my organization quite a lot of money, but not the problem.
And I'm like, mistaken identity. And
No, I know your identity.
I laugh heartily and give him a point and say, "Aye, well, you just keep to yourself then."
Either way, we're working for different employers these days. Neverwinter is a pile of crap. So, all water under the bridge. And you see Hugh just kind of like he's not saying anything. He's just kind of piling up his stuff.
Hugh's the old dwarf.
No,
That's
Hugh's
Master
the
Kellen.
the other young kind of olive-skinned man with the undercut who's piloting the carriage. He seems very like they look. Him and Mune, the Shrike, seem almost like they're identical. And she yells over to him in some language that seems close to common but is not. And none of you, Ricky, you catch it, but you don't understand it. It's Vistani. They're saying something in Vistani, but you don't know what it is. You just remember that language being spoken.
Yeah.
And he responds, and, just sits there and kind of crosses his arms in the pilot seat.
I'm like,
You're on.
so you're here for the funeral.
Because
Who
what
the
an
hell- Who the hell is this? What?
Has
Are
he
you
coming
here
out
for
of the?
funeral?
Has he come out of the carriage yet, or is he still in there?
Yeah, Gaffus is standing amongst you, and you see he's kind of just standing there. He's this older gnome, looks really well, but he's just he's clutching the notice, the one shoe notice, and he's looking around. He's just kind of looking around nervously a little bit.
I assume he's like gnome-sized, like
Yes.
normal gnome-sized. Okay, I put my hand on his
Huge.
shoulder and lean down and say, "Hi, trouble, my lord."
No, I'm just very happy right now. You can see a little tears welling up in his eyes. Taurus and Ricky, you
stand
notice
back
that
up
he's
and, like take a formal position, formal pose.
Taurus and Ricky, you notice that he's staring kind of directly at you as some tears start falling. Says, "It's so very good to see you again, my friends. It's been too long."
Yeah. Who?
Gaffus then looks a little nervously up to Dove. Says, "Try not to be alarmed. And remember, I still pay you." And he grabs his tricorner hat and takes it off. When he takes it off, you see that the skin and the visage of this gnome man turns to more pointed ears, sharper teeth, green skin. This is a goblin. This is Droop. And he puts out his arm and he says, "My boys, it's so wonderful to see you again.
I'm like,
It is under such horrible circumstances."
And I'm like, I fucking crawl on all hands and knees, and I'm like kissing his little droop feet.
Oh, Ricky, it's been too long, my friend, my boy.
Like, it's master.
Says,
I'm like-
Taurus.
I pick him up and I spin him, and I'm like, why are you so smart? Why do you talk better than me?
So, Dove, first of all, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And you also see that Mune and Hugh are not affected by this at all. They're just kind of like standing like.
Can I roll insight to see does this seem like a malevolent gesture, benevolent?
We're
Is
all
it
so
is it something
Sure.
I should be concerned with?
Go ahead and
You
roll.
explode?
Insight. Regarding what exactly? Like.
Him not being who he said he was. I mean, of course, prefaced by the fact that he says hey, bear in mind I still pay you. Like, does this seem like something that I should be worried about, or does it seem innocuous?
It's odd. It's certainly odd, but you can tell that there's genuine love, at least between this tall man and your boss. That is a goblin.
I just sort of keep my pose sort of off to the side, and look down at him, and then look at the others, and then just kind of shrug and just kind of keep my post.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucking call them in. I'm like, come on, get in on this. Everyone gather around, Droop.
Taurus would be the only other one that know him.
Yeah, I know. So.
Oh, I thought you said everyone come around.
Yeah, no, everyone come and join the hug.
I reluctantly walk over.
I go and hug the stranger.
I'm just I'm like sitting at my bike, kind of rummaging through my shit.
It says Taurus and Ricky. Oh my goodness. I thought we might have never seen each other again.
Yeah, I thought you'd die for sure the first winter, honestly. I mean, nothing against you, just
Marley, I think you're muted. Marley,
Marley.
I think you're muted.
Oh fuck! I've been talking.
I think you've been muted, yeah, so.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah.
I was just baffled. That was it.
Yeah.
It was I'm gonna need a recap here.
Yeah.
You also
What-
see that he has, besides like the blue clothing and the tri-cornered hat, which is now on the ground, and the silvered amulet, he has this thin silver band around his head, around the top of his head.
Oh.
Are you like a mogul of potatoes now?
Yeah, a rich potato meister.
Well, yes, it's exactly what I am. And he says, I honestly, I mean, you remember you left me on Alkin Farm, and I loved being there. But one day, I snapped to my senses, it seems, and I realized that I'd been in a cloudy, vague fog of some sort.
Well, you were a goblin. You are a goblin.
I
so
am
mean-
still a goblin, yes.
And
I
a
understand.
pretty dumb one. I've seen some wicked, way smarter goblins than you.
I must confess I was a little lugubrious in my day when you met me.
Cute though. Cute goblin.
Well, thank you. You notice that his features are still the same. Like one eye's kind of off, and his face is kind of like cragged. And he says, "No, I." All of a sudden, I realized that what I was missing, everything made a bit more sense, and I realized that I could grow potatoes in the sand, and I.
No, you can't.
Oh yes, I can. In fact, I found out that I could grow many more kinds of vegetables, and I could grow them year-round, regardless of the weather. And I showed this to James and his wife and his son, Alkin, if they would be interested, and they thought it was sorcery, and they threw me out.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's just magic at this
He's
point.
a wizard. Kick him out.
No, it's just hydroponics is all. And he said,
What?
he says, so
I'm
I
like, yeah.
started selling to other people. It is a bit hard being a goblin. I had to go through other sources. But eventually I started my own company, Sword Coast Organics. And Dove and Brina, you certainly know this is probably the largest producer of vegetables. Like any vegetables you buy in the market nowadays are from
Give
Sword Coast.
him an interested look as I hear this.
Did I know him?
Sword
like-
Coast Organics is run by a goblin?
Not just any goblin.
Sorry to disappoint, madam. Oh, sorry, by the way, the name is Droop.
Droop.
We haven't actually said that name in a long time. He
And I'm like, of the famous Droop Troop, and I go and I fucking give Taurus the biggest back slap of his life. 10
You
days.
hit metal.
I'm like, fingers all fucking bent.
says everything that we grow is grown in local Sword Coast sand, and little did I know over the years that actually it makes the vegetables way more delicious than if they were grown in soil. And so I saw a lot of success. I could sell year round, and I bought out Alkin Farm and most of the other farms on the Sword Coast, and I'm very rich is the thing.
Yeah, I
And
can tell.
it's nearly every farm in the Sword Coast region over the next 2 years I purchased. But
Are you
I've kept
gonna
all
buy
the
'em
families
all
on
in
this
2 years?
managers. They all are. They can all buy in stock, and we're a family owned as big as yet.
Wow. Droop, I knew there were
So
big
you're
things.
gonna
for you.
buy it everything in like the next 2 years is what you're saying. You did this pretty fast.
Very fast, but it's amazing how fast people will buy vegetables when all they have is salted pork during the winter.
Ah.
I turn and
I
give
love
Hugh and
salted
Mune a
pork.
look. Do they seem to be reacting to this at all, or are they just not
Nope.
not affected?
Not very affected.
Okay.
I'm like, I
No,
turned
you know that he's your boss has been into agriculture. You thought, but it's always kind of been like, oh, he owns property.
But
That
I didn't know that
includes
he was
farms.
Sword Coast Organics.
Right.
Okay.
And yeah, for that you're like, really? Jesus. And
I fucking joke around with Droop. I'm like, looks like you got your own troop over here, Droop. And I point to. I know. What's up with these?
oh well,
The muscle.
there's Dove. Come here. Come here. You just got some of my friend. There he goes.
He just ran off.
Dove just flew the coop.
Sorry, Delilah was leaving, so I was saying bye. What
He
did I
says,
miss?
come here, boy.
Oh, yes, I come there.
These are some of my old friends, Taurus and Ricky Lightning.
Mm.
I give him a sort of polite salute and say, pleasure, lads.
Mm.
Say,
Like lightning. And I give a fucking.
I've heard all about you, Ricky.
And I'm like, I'm mistaken identity. I'm lightning.
I see.
And I'm like, haven't you heard of me? I know I'm very popular, but I've been held up in a monastery for the last 2 years, Taurus.
I say your number one fan has told me all about you.
You haven't. I haven't even known you for 2 years. Shut up already.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I'm like, well, clearly I'm my number one fan, so that's possible.
I'm looking back and forth between Master Lightning and Taurus, and Lightning and Taurus, and I say, so how do you know Mr. Gaffes or Droop? Was it?
Yeah, it's Droop.
Oh. Well, so we found him in a cage.
He's still holding Ricky's hand, like clasped. He's like, he turns to you, Devin, and says, "They saved my life."
I was like, he was like living in his own shit in a cave.
Yeah.
And
we unlocked him,
Yeah.
and he came out, and we're like, "Wow, you're really good." He had a much better voice than he's smart now,
different.
but he'd like go kind of voice.
And I do rolly eyes. I'm like,
And we totally like our brains were just like so enamored with him that we forgot to ask him where is the goblin.
we were
camp?
killing a bunch of goblins. No offense, Droop. And we
I'm taken.
and I'm like, and we knew. Well, we didn't know. We just loved him so much. We forgot that maybe he would know where it is, and we saved his life from a lifetime of enslavement.
Sorry.
And that's all. Dick's exploded.
Yeah. Well. See, what happened was we let him go, and then we went. We have to ask him something, and we had to chase him across the whole country.
Yeah, for the most part. And then we set him with a nice little family, and the rest is history. He fucking killed it with the potato market, as you clearly know. What was it? What was the name?
Sword Coast Organics.
Sword Coast Organics, which happily pays your checks.
Yeah, out of character, do I has Mr. Gaffes shared personal details with me before, or is this sort of a new thing?
No, he's a nice enough guy, and like he's not
But he's been pretty
asshole.
tight-lipped.
Yeah, he's just business first. He's just.
You know
like
what? I have to pee too. Sorry.
Yeah, we can take a short break.
Great.
I'll take it.
I'll pee.
Pee.
We fucking did it. Also, you had the best opening
Hi guys.
Oh.
Hi Pete. Hi Dylan.
Hey, dude.
Hey.
Yo, what up? Sorry.
Sorry, but I had to pee really, really bad.
As I actually had two as well. So
Yeah, we were talking about how good this fucking sesh is, also.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Oh, I don't think I will. What's Taurus? What's that thing?
Huh?
What's that object on
Oh.
the screen?
That's a minion.
no, God no.
It's a McDonald's cup. I didn't even realize I put it there.
Oh my god! Oh no. Oh, Booch lost power.
No, I'm still here.
All right.
I was restarting because Harley, did you say you have your camera on?
Yeah.
Oh, not loading for me, unfortunately.
Well, there should be a big minion there.
I
It
can't
is a
wait.
big minion. All right. So you were saying Mr. Gaffes has been fairly tight-lipped about his personal business, right?
Yeah. I mean, he pays extremely well. Like I said, he respects your intelligence. When he tells you to get something done, he gives you the freedom to do it your way.
What did
Can
he
I
look
ask
like
you a
before?
question,
Did
Booch?
he look like a gnome before?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Booge, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is there a way to configure the Microsoft HD 3000 live cam?
Not that I know of. I just plugged it in and went ham.
Just plug in.
Yeah, just like I'm really dark
Yeah.
and blue, very blue.
I don't think it has its own software. You'd have to mess around with software. And...
You look fine to me, Marley.
I look very blue and dark.
just need-
My
you
room
need
is
a
not
more,
this dark. Look at the
If
blue.
the thing is, it's because the minion is right in front of the camera, so
No.
it's white balancing for that. And then if you take it away, it may re-white balance. I guess not.
No.
Whatever, you're blue today. That's fine.
You're blue.
really
Dabba
wish I
dee,
could
dabba
be.
die. You know.
Hey, I was gonna do that.
Sorry, I take it back. Marley, go ahead, say it.
No.
Don't dabu dee dabu die on me.
So yeah, he's been tight-lipped about it, about personal details. I turn to look at Hugh and Mune. Are they like reacting at all to this? Like he's pretty much directing this straight at me, right?
Yeah, they don't seem too affected. Mune's just standing by the cart, like her arms folded and just kind of looking around constantly. Mune's pretty much doing the same thing on top of the carriage.
I say, with all due respect, my lord, why are you sharing this with me?
Well, we do have... I'd like to discuss some business with these gentlemen. After, of course, the ceremony. Which is
From my
very-
like really joyous face, I like remember why we're here, and I get like really fucking somber.
He says, business after, and I think that you might be involved, Dove. I think that you're a smart young lad, and you're wasting your talents with me. He kind of like hits you on the arm. He says, I can say you've been hit by a goblin.
I
One
give
damage.
a dry laugh. Yeah, one damage. I give a dry laugh and say, well, the pay is good enough, so me talent is not going to total waste.
And we get paid barely.
As well, I think there may be money in your future, Ricky.
No, but
I shrug and say, well,
where's our metal money, Ricky? Our
Conflicted.
mine money.
Conflicted. I don't have any money. I'm a monk.
Okay, but where, we got that 1%. Where's the money?
Oh, I
Should
gave
be
that
kicking
to
in
my,
right by now. It's been a couple months. Should be kicking in.
Oh, I don't know. I gave all my deeds and ownership to the church, so. Ooh, sorry. Ooh.
Wow.
I know.
When?
Happened 2 years ago, Taurus. 2 years ago.
You keep
Ben-
saying this.
I know.
Not. It's
Well,
not.
I'm sure we'll
can't.
we'll find
Yeah, I
like a
can't do
sundial
it.
or something soon. I'm sure we can discuss it then.
The brother Carrick
Kellen.
will Kellen, sorry, a lot of names.
I know the feeling.
And a lot of new names. He
Another Kevin.
he'll come up to you, and you notice that just as you've been kind of putzing around during the day, maybe even just like going and grabbing a drink or whatever, the sun is now setting, and it seems to be coming around to afternoon. And he will come up and say, "Well, I expect this is all there is for the ceremony, for the funeral."
I say, yeah, I think that's about it. Let's get this taken care of.
Says, "May you lead the procession, my lady?" And he puts out his hand for you, Rena.
I'm like,
in
it's
what way?
because she's a girl.
I'm sorry.
No, it's because, well, he'll actually kind of just blur. He says, "No, it's because she's his wife." Oh, I'm sorry. And he'll like take that back. He's like, "That might have been. That's not the
Ex-wife.
ex-wife. Ex-wife.
Lord.
Ex-wife."
Well, he is dead, isn't he?
That's true. Yes.
I'm just like.
Say, I think the correct term is widow.
I imagine
Yeah.
lightning like turns to the camera like Jim Halpert in The Office, and he goes, "Buh," and then it does the thing from the end of the Home Improvement theme song.
Actually, a record scratch in my brain. And I'm like, I like begin tearing up, and I'm like, I've been so mean to you.
To me?
Well, to everyone else around us. About you. I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry, and I fucking like do a table bow. I'm like, oh my God, forgive me.
It's no need to apologize. It's fine.
I like look up Watery at him like he was so good. He was such a good guy.
Was
He
he?
was so weird. He was so good.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, of course. He's dead. Of course he was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course. A very good, a good.
I
gnome.
give her hand a big squeeze and her little gnome hand. And I'm like, I was his good friend. We
You
went on a
feel
lot
his
of
hands are
adventures.
calloused and rough, which, unbeknownst to you, they probably were not 2 years ago.
Oh
This
yeah.
is lightning you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, where are we now? Are we just like in the same area?
Like in a bar leaving.
So, Brother Kellen will kind of say, yes, we have to go to the graveyard. And he'll start walking with you in his hand if you will let him lead. And he leads you up over this gated path past the town center. And the scenery, it's actually incredibly beautiful in the sunset. It's all these wonderful rolling green hills, very Irish looking. Irish in summertime, Ireland in summertime. It's also very lonely. There's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of towns around besides this. And eventually you do climb over one hill and you see the cemetery. And it's very small, like everything else here. But it does feature an impressive mausoleum, only one. And Brina, you probably would have known from maybe the honeymoon you took here that it's from the Davlin clan, which are pretty much the only people in Coeur Hill that have any money.
Okay.
And the rest of the headstones are well maintained and cleaned. It's not run down, but it's just very small, very quaint, kind of hidden in a bit of a grove of sorts of some small trees. And as you walk in past the small gates, you look to your right and you see that there is a freshly dug grave. And right next to that grave is a small gnome-sized coffin lying on the ground. Mosquitoes, man. Sorry. Trying to be Ricky Lightning over here. Oh shit, I think I got him.
Yeah.
Woo! 18 decks. All right, so yes, you see the small, very simple pine box with steel or iron kind of bracings and locks on it. And the monk will, or the acolyte rather, will says, yes, right this way.
Okay.
All right. And
I don't know
Yeah.
any dead gnomes. Why?
I'm still in like shock and
Yeah.
unbelievable.
It's like, what year is this?
So
Yeah.
I say so. Brother Kellen, you want me to say something? Is that what you're getting at here?
Yes, in fact, any of you, I knew that, well, we both knew that he was not a religious man, and really this organization with the Church of Clever Thrush was more of a matter of convenience. Than a matter
Church of who?
Clever Thrush.
Clever Thrush?
Yeah. And he says it was more a matter of convenience than a matter of faith. So I won't be saying any words or any rites. I think it's best for the people that knew him best, if they have anything they'd like to leave him with.
I lean into whoever is closest to me when he says, like, so, I won't be saying any rights. I lean into whoever's closest to me and sort of roll my eyes and say, thank gods.
I like cover and like, okay, so we are gathered here today for Bimpnauten, not Bimpin. One shoe. One shoe Wenshu was a great gnome, and he's leaving behind me, of course, and two beautiful children who he loved very much, and
I'm like picking my teeth with my like fingernail, like clearly don't give a shit about any of this.
I'm sort of like waving my hands around, and I'm just like, and he will be so missed.
I'm nodding in like agreement, like I'm fucking like sobbing into my arm.
Yeah.
Do I
So-
pick up on the fact that she's being at least vaguely sarcastic?
No, you have Asperger's.
Not this character.
This character does not have Asperger's.
Roll insight. You also see Droop is crying. He's just rolling down. He's nodding.
I'm feeling good.
It's either frustration. What she's kind of showing is either frustration or she's hiding that she is actually sad. It's hard to tell.
Well, as said, we weren't a religious people, so we might as well have some of us here. Why don't we look back on what we knew of Wenshu, and let's have someone else share something about him. And I walk back, like and like stand next, I stand next to everybody else,
Yeah.
and I'm just kind of like,
And I'm like, that was beautiful.
yeah. Well, thanks.
So I lean over to Taurus and I'm like, say something.
Do I think he's starting a chant?
Oh, cast wild magic.
Where's Wenshu?
I
Saying he's dead.
At this, actually, Droop will look very sad and says, "Oh, my boy Taurus, not with us any longer. We have to let him go."
How do you die?
This isn't the time.
Brother Kellen, who's kind of behind you, says, "He was found dead."
Bloody disgusting. Over there. All right. Well then. All right. Well, I will. I will go up. And I like look, and I guess I'm just standing next to a coffin,
Yeah,
a baby-sized
tiny
coffin.
like a coffin for a child.
And
Wait a
I'm
minute,
just
here's a
like,
question. How big are gnome babies? Are they like the size
Tiny.
of large guinea pigs?
Yeah, probably.
probably smaller. All right. Well, so I look pretty fucking stricken for words,
Mhm.
and I'm like, Wenshu was a part of the Droop Troop.
I go, tell him about the time he killed the deer.
He killed the deer,
And the ducks!
and I'm not gonna mention that. And and we ate like kings that night, and he did a bunch of night watches when I was too lazy. And I'll never forget that I got all my sleep, and it was really great. And the first time I saw him, he was just a little, and I squeezed my hands together, just a little baby guinea pig on the way to Phandalin with me, just smoking his little guinea pig pipe. And then I found out he was a magic user, and I couldn't trust him, but he made me trust him.
But then you got over it.
And then I pull out the golden frog,
Mhm.
and I say, "One for you, buddy. May you always adventure." And I do whatever rite the monks have in whatever it's called, good old
Santric Monastery.
fire shear,
The Santric Monastery.
Santric Monastery, whatever kind of passing rites they have.
So they would normally actually be silent. It's more of a personal contemplation of balance.
Well, perfect. So I sit there for like a good 4 minutes.
Yeah. And in that time, Droop will come up beside you, Ricky, and says he made us all trust him. I think he was good at that.
How you telling me?
And I'm like, he is telling us. Brina, wife of One Shoe,
You know, once
Lover.
you would die, right?
lover of One Shoe.
Have you seen his body? He's not dead.
But I'm
Well,
like,
maybe you can take a look at the body later.
I raise an eyebrow at Taurus and then sort of look back at the rest of them.
But this brother Kellen will say, if there are no more words, then I believe it's time.
He'd fake his death. This is ridiculous.
I shoot a glance at Bjorn, this guy here, and I'm like, One Shoe was a really great guy, and I'm sure he'd love to hear you. What? I'm sorry, I hit.
I nod in agreement.
I'm like, right.
I'm gonna go up to the coffin and I reach into my robe and pull out a little stone with a carved relief of a side view of a whispering face, and I put it on the coffin.
Okay.
And then I hang my head for a minute, and then I walk back.
All right. Brother Kellen will step up to particularly Ricky and Taurus and say, if some of the stronger gentlemen here would mind doing the service of putting him in the ground.
It'd be my honor.
Very well.
Are you supposed to
Pick
have a
up the-
winch so we don't just drop a fucking
We're
body
gonna be-
down a
we're
hole?
gonna
You look and it's like a 3-foot hole. everything is shrunken down in scale.
Cute. It's all cute. Even the funerals are cute.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. So
Only
if I can
if-
get on my hands and knees, clearly.
Only if I can get a peek in that coffin.
No, Taurus, you cannot.
I'm afraid that Master Nobbimpton ordered a sealed coffin.
Yeah, because there's a sack of potatoes in there.
And I'm like, please! And I do a shooting.
That's why Droop's here. He brought the potatoes.
There's Master Dwarf, I prepared the body myself.
Yeah, what'd you make? Mash or fried?
Alright.
I apologize to Brina.
And I'm like, he's just angry. So, his daughter's at a church.
I show him the body.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but that was One Shoe's wish to have a sealed coffin.
Is it magically sealed?
Not that I know of.
I'm like, don't you dare. I don't put my foot on it, but I'm like...
I said, fine, whatever. I'll put the empty box in the ground, and I pick up the box.
Okay, it has weight to it.
Okay, do you want me to do a check or something, or?
Weight check? No, you know it's
To put it in the ground now. Once again, gnomes are about the size of children, the weight of children, so it's not much. Pick it up.
Weight of potatoes.
Yeah.
about the weight of a sack of potatoes.
And you were
Well,
helping.
there you go.
Is it just the 9 of us that are here, or is there anyone? Okay. I cast Detect Thoughts, and I want to
Detect
use
thought.
Detect Thoughts
Be gone.
on.
Sorry.
No. I cast Detect Thoughts on Brother Kellen, but I want to expend a sorcery point to make it a subtle spell.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
So what does that mean?
That
Yeah,
it's
what is
big.
Give me the rundown. The quick rundown.
I know what's most on his mind at the moment. As
Wow.
long as he's within 30 feet of me, I assume.
Thanks for
Okay.
posting
Is
a novel.
what's his save for that?
He does not get a save.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
You can learn
What's-
their surface thoughts without any check.
Yeah, what is most on his mind at the moment, I
No.
learn without a save, but if I want to spend more time, poking and prodding
what are
into
you
his brain, then he gets a save.
Okay.
And I use subtle spell so that there are no verbal or somatic components, so nobody can.
Okay, so
tell
roll
them.
wild magic.
Oh, great.
Fuck.
Yay!
Get a fireball and
Getting off to a good start here. Here we go.
My
Oh, wait,
God.
no, I rolled d20.
Oh my fucking god.
It is not a
Gotta go.
20, so a wild magic surge does not happen.
Okay. His surface thoughts.
I'd be like, Taurus is so rude.
So Taurus,
I'm sorry, if I roll a 1, it's a magic surge, but it was an 8.
right,
so.
right. His surface thoughts are back to the town center.
Back to the what?
Town center. And as they were kind of taking the coffin and were bringing it to the hole, he seemed to have kind of been turned away and moving back towards the town center.
How big is the town? Is it big enough that...
Tiny, tiny.
So town center is like very nearby. It's like a stone's throw.
Yeah, it was just over like 2 little hills.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I
for
follow
the next
him.
minute, I can just like sort of jump around and think about everybody's thoughts. So I don't want to like dominate the role playing, but I want to like is there anything like suspicious or malevolent that anybody's like thinking about? Like, I can't wait to kill everyone here, or hey, that Droop guy seems like he would have a lot of money. I'm gonna try to rob him. Like anything.
For
like that.
all of, I'd say for Ricky and Droop are genuine like sadness, deep sadness. Taurus is confusion. Brina is like, like that's what you hear. I don't know what Bjorn.
I'm thinking about how everything returns to dust after a while.
Right.
And, this
And on the twins, you hear just kind of like there's like what's over there? What's over there? And then it's like, where's the boss? Okay, they seem to just
sort of
kind
like
of be
looking
like,
around.
yeah, like
Okay.
keeping watch. All right.
I don't choose to like probe deeper into anybody's thoughts, so nobody knows that I did that.
So, Ricky and Taurus, you take the.
See, guys, wild magic surge, and it wasn't a big deal. You gotta relax.
It's a pretty low chance.
It's a 5% chance, and even then, it's a less than 50% chance that something bad happens.
Is it
It might just
cumulative,
be
though?
something weird.
No, it's
Like a
not
bunch of
cumulative.
butterflies show up. I don't know.
It'd be
Right.
fun if he like turned purple and we're all like,
So,
Oh.
as you guys are putting the box on the ground, you are just about to kind of release it when the top springs open.
I know it. He's alive.
Inside,
ice cream.
both of you see hundreds of red gems, sliverish red gems. You remember these particular red gems as the suicide gems that some of the drow kept with them.
My
Oh,
God.
And
fuck.
before you can react, they fly up into the air, and in an instant, all explode at once.
Did we just die?
Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Holy
God.
shit.
He's doing a Gandalf. The fireworks, Gandalf. The fireworks.
Oh,
Disadvantage. Previously set from my last fight.
You can roll again if you want to reset it.
Yeah, where
my God.
All right. So
He
sorry,
did
just
it
taking a while
again.
on that.
Now,
Why is it?
advantage.
I set it to advantage.
Yeah.
They're done.
There's a
So-
thing
oh
you
my
can
God.
have it where it's always on.
Oh my god.
Dove
That's funny.
and Taurus, you take 16 fire damage
Woo!
in the explosion. The rest of you will take half at 8.
I do not
I
flinch.
I
I
didn't.
want it to be on the record that I do not flinch.
Yeah. Okay.
Set 16.
Okay. You are all caught in this massive explosion. You are thrown back, surrounded by clouds of dust and debris. While your ears are still ringing and your vision is still hazy, you see the faint blue outline of a child walking towards you.
I scream, "One shoe, you
Pardon?
piece of shit!"
Parting its mouth.
There he is! I knew he was alive. I told
I
you.
should have stayed home.
I'm
You see
not
this
even
child
supposed
walking.
to be here today.
And he seems to be parting the smoke as he walks through. And you have seen him before.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
I've seen one shoot before.
I
You've
have.
seen him
Oh,
talking.
I know this.
You've seen him talking to Nezar in the chamber of the Spellforge.
Oh,
You saw
no.
him leech the life out of one drow.
Holy
And as
shit.
you're all coughing and bleeding, he sits among you on the ground and gets cross-legged.
I immediately jump up like as soon as possible and look for Mr. Gaffes or Droop, whichever. Where is he in respect to me?
You can make
Before-
a perception check.
Okay.
The smoke. And the kid just sits there and starts shaking his head in disapproval. You annoy me. You scuttle around trying to make your short lives better, but you serve one person or another at the end of the day. So why fight the overwhelming odds? Golden Dawn is upon us, we all know that. And I'm here for an offer. To give you an offer. To fight for the winning side. You're all so smart and clever and swift and strong. So why waste your talents with someone weak? Join me instead. Archwizards and generals in my army. We'll spread the Golden Dawn to every corner of the planet. And the world will be at peace. Under one god. What do you say?
Not that Viale would know this, but is this the kid that was like sacrificed in the room with the Spellforge?
No,
He was commanding Nezar in the Spellforge.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
he
that's
was
right.
like,
Yeah.
It was like a baby specter that was
Yeah.
giving instructions.
It was a child.
It's
No.
like fucking like
Wait, with a trident?
Palpatine.
No, what? Trident.
There was no tri-
No, remember the egg and Spellforge and the
Oh, yeah.
Spider? Yeah, they're there.
There was like
but-
a hologram of a child that
Yeah,
was
I remember
ordering Nezar and some other drow around, and he turned one of the drow into like red paste, essentially.
Yeah.
and
So
like
I don't
memory
even know
of-
what the Golden Dawn is. First of all.
Yeah, my character doesn't know who that is.
No, he's not, and he doesn't seem to be talking to you really. He seems to be talking to Ricky and Taurus and Brina.
Yeah, and like a hacking cough. I'm like, give me back Ambrose, you piece of shit! All these feelings coming back.
Nothing.
I say,
Oh, go
who
ahead.
the fuck are you? Who are you? What the fuck?
Nothing
He's a little
directed.
baby
At,
boy.
nothing directed at Mr. Gaffes.
No, and with a 17 perception, you do see Mr. Gaffis laying bleeding off in the dust after kind of running around. It's like World War II in here. There's just smoke everywhere, and you're kind of trying to like run and trying to find him.
Yeah, I rush over to try to help him and see if he's alive and okay.
He does not seem to be conscious.
Ugh.
That's it.
As Brina, you ask, "What do you want?" He says, "I'm the future."
That's
you
your
mean
name,
Cliff?
the future?
Are you a cleric?
No, my name is Arkai.
I don't actually say that.
Well, Arkai, like, do I know who Arkai is?
No.
Okay. Who,
Do I know who Arkai is? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know
I'm like
exactly
the
who
fucking
Arkai is.
dragon. Like,
Mhm.
and I'm fucking I
Ando
guess
is
I'm
with
still,
me. My brother. My brother's with me now.
I'm still like prone, but I fucking whip out my nunchuck, and I fucking like run at the illusion, the ghost boy. Like it's not an illusion, we don't know. And I fucking do like a sweeping swing at him. A very yeah. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, you make a motion-filled attack, and it just goes right through him.
I do a big fall on the other side.
He says, it's really too bad that you would choose this. The rest of you, do you choose power? Do you choose death?
I choose power, but I mean, I'm
Yes.
in on the.
Then join me, Taurus. You could be my general. You could lead entire armies of men and monsters. Sweep the
I
world.
don't like men or monsters.
Then dwarves, then.
Yeah, that's good, but no, you're
Yeah.
a dragon. Like, why is it always with the dragons?
I'm
Why
not
are
a
they-
dragon. I'm a god.
Ugh. Be gone from me, Bio Boy.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that I don't know anything about Ando, right?
No. You probably can't really even hear this all this well because you're just kind of worried about Gaffis at the moment.
Right. And is he okay? Can I help him at all? Can I
He's unconscious.
like try to tend to his wounds at all, or like call over Hugh and Mune, see if either of them can
So
help
at
him?
at this moment you see flying over your head are the two half raven bodies of Hugh and Mune that land with their long wings. As you know, they are were-ravens.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Well, I know that.
One of them will pick up Gaffis's body, and you see you've never seen this before, the amulet that he's wearing, the silver amulet, suddenly goes this like kind of red pulse, and it burns a little bit, and you see Gaffis as Droop wake up a little bit, and he says, "Oh, what's happening? What's happening?" The rest of you see the boy flicker. Image begins changing violently. What now stands before you is a 10-foot vision of horror. Long, lurking body covered in jet black robes stands before you. An octopus-like head sits atop this mantle, with writhing tentacles hanging where the mouth should be. Dotted across the long skull are numerous blinking eyes.
Fuck yeah!
All affixed on you. For some of the more learned people here, you first think Illithid, but this creature is larger and more malformed than any Illithid you have read about. I'll put a picture.
Okay. So why?
As it speaks,
Oh, sorry.
you hear a choir of wailing screams emanating from its body. Then serve and be subservient, or die and be useless. You have no other choices. The wind that howled through the depths will scream across the plains of your world, and you will bow before me, Shulath. Figure makes a small motion with his hand, and two black glyphs burn up from the ground behind him. Peering from these glyphs, a number of shocking horrors themselves. 3 shambling piles of teeth and 3 clawed arms, multiple red eyes and drool falling from their huge mouths. The other is a floating mass of tentacles with a centralized, milky white eye. Shulath steps back, and his form begins dissipating into the mist. I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
What?
Oh, I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Anyone that needs to pee can do so.
I will also pee.
Oh, so hype.
Oh my god. Yeah, Shep!
Okay.
Shep, did you hear the beginning of this game?
Yeah, I got in right when everybody's getting out of the carriage.
Oh my god. No, you've got to start at the beginning where you get Booj's like intro
Frame.
story. It was amazing. It was so
I
good.
want to talk about that afterwards.
Oh my god, it was so good. Oops. I'm
I'm
already leaping around. I'm gonna grab a beer. I'm excited.
gonna take a quick piss. Everyone should be able to move their tokens though.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta use my updated token.
Hey guys, guess what?
What?
I just put an Ethernet cable to my computer, so I don't have lag anymore.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that fucking crater, huh?
You gotta use my new token, bro.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kyle, I got my Ethernet hooked up now. No more lag. I'm gonna carry your ass.
Whoa, Miley, you're large.
RGC.
Taurus.
Miley's got good.
Well, boop, boop. Young Taurus is out, old Taurus is in.
It's sad that I can't go gargantuan like a barbarian.
Yeah. All right. Controlled by. Should be able to control it. All right.
How do I send my turn order?
Yeah. So I just opened the turn order thing. So if y'all want to click initiative and roll it,
Yeah.
you can take if your score was better when you first roll it, you can add it in yourself.
I got a 17.
All right, just
What do we
roll initiative again. So click your token, roll initiative on the sheet.
I rolled a lot better this time.
Yeah, I rolled shitty this time. Oh well. That's
I rolled the same.
Fuck.
You want us
You
to
can
reroll?
You can edit it, guys.
How do I edit it? I can
Click
I
on
think
it.
only the DM.
Oh wow, I can touch it.
Oh, you
Oh,
can.
okay.
Also, Brendan, your token's in black and white. That's so cool.
Yeah, Shep made it.
Yeah, so these are Shep originals here.
Is that Peter? Peter's also in black and white.
Yeah.
Also a Shep
Fucking cool.
deal.
I can edit it, but it doesn't stay. That's just
Okay,
the rule.
I'll get it.
You have to hit enter on it.
I did. 7 enter. Oh, that time worked.
Booge, did you call me?
Ooh, what?
Did you say my name?
Yes, I did. They're mentioning the pictures there.
Whoa,
Oh.
who's that joining?
That's
I
Shep.
got like colors too. Like I'm gonna fill these in, and yeah, if anybody wants character portraits, I like them to do them. So
Shep, she's a good drawer.
Let me see. Can you do a close up of How do I see?
Ben?
Oh, there. That's good.
I forget how to like make things bigger.
I just zoom in. That's how I do it.
Pete, what's your dexterity modifier?
2.
What the fuck is that?
All right.
That's the full picture.
Oh.
I don't know
Looks
how.
great.
There is a way to make it bigger. I just don't know how.
Well, it's fine. I can zoom in and I can see the whole thing.
You can also actually, if you click on my character sheet, you can see it
Yeah.
because the full picture is in my bio, and anybody can
You
look at
got
it.
a 21 initiative.
Who got a 21 initiative?
You did, didn't you?
No, I got a 12.
Oh.
21, 12, tomato, you know.
Oh, I did get a
12,
21.
Yeah, you got a 21.
Oh, yeah.
Ben joined Roll20 to watch combat,
Oh, okay.
but he said if it's weird, he'll leave.
No, that's fine.
No,
when
it
I
is
saw
weird.
him
He should
join,
leave.
though, I was like
It's
a
not
lot. I was excited.
I was like, dude, what's going on?
I thought it was like the Ben King reveal.
Oh, no, no.
Yeah.
Back.
If you want to watch
He
combat,
plays a gigantic monster.
you can also just watch it on Brandon's stream.
Oh, yeah.
Felt weird.
Okay. Alrighty. So, I think that's everyone. Brina, as you're crawling through the smoke and dust of this explosion, your ears are still ringing. You're not exactly sure what's going on. What would you like to do?
I first have a question saying that this, how close am I to my construct?
To your construct?
Yeah.
Let's say you take
If
it.
we want to do it without it, it's fine.
I'll say it's
Because
here.
it rolls its own initiative and all that.
Right.
shit.
So I'm going to do a house rule right from the start. Your
Yeah.
construct's going to go on your turn.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
so we don't have to worry about the initiative. So I guess I'd have to get a picture for your construct. What does it look like?
Scooter.
Okay. Let's see.
Giant
What we can
mechanical
find.
arm.
Scooter is a construct.
Yeah.
So good.
So and
Scooter
you,
with robot. Scooter
and
robot.
you're doing the stats. I don't have a character sheet. I don't have stats. Correct.
No, you have the stats of the Allosaurus. You take care of that.
Okay.
Here you go, Booch. I got an image for you in Discord.
No, he has like a Vespa scooter.
I was thinking. I was picturing Razor Scooter.
He looks like the girl from Fully Cooley, except
Gotcha.
old and gnomish.
After this session, can I make? Actually, no. Maybe I'll just make my own character sheet for the scooter then.
Okay. Vespa scooter. Anyone got a picture for me? Vespa scooter.
I'm just like looking for scooter like construct.
Oh, they don't exist. This is the first.
Yeah. This is the first one.
Here you go. Whoops. Control V.
All right.
Yeah, we'll work on it. This is good for now.
Yeah, if you can at some point like cut that out, Kyle, or
Yeah. A funny scooter. Yeah, no, I'll get like a way better.
That's awesome.
I don't know how to like find one.
let's put it in here. Summoners, I love DMing for them.
Why? What do summoners do?
Well, just
They
basically
summon
anyone
a
that
bunch of stuff.
summon or have other things that you have to pay attention to other than their own.
It's just a summoner.
Not really, but he's a person that has.
Are you gonna wipe our party in the first fucking
Wow, it's
game?
so big.
I know.
That's a large scooter.
It is.
Yeah, we should have got a white background one. It's fine. Okay, look at that, a scooter
Parked up right there. All right. Anyways, what would you like to do?
parked by the fence.
Okay. So. Oh, fuck. Hang on a second.
New characters.
Yeah, this is rough. I
I get
think.
different character.
Magic missile.
Yeah, Pete, you're not just gonna magic missile every round.
I
Now
know,
what do
or
you do?
fireball.
Well, guys, come on, slow
It's
down. He
amazing.
probably could fireball somehow. He like thinks about it hard enough.
Yeah.
What's your dex?
Okay.
4.
Okay, I'm going to. All right, doing this on the fly. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm going to whisper. I'm going to say Alton, and I am going to grow wings, and I'm going to
Okay.
float into the air.
Okay.
And
Okay,
I'm assuming
so-
that's probably gonna take up my action.
It's an action to do that, I believe.
Yeah. It says it's an action to do it again.
Whoa.
To keep it going. It'd be an action, I'd say, for
Yeah.
now. It's also an action.
That? Oh, that's just
Okay. I'm going to just move up over here. Can I say I'm gonna move up so how many spaces is that? 1, 2, 3, so that's
10, 15, 20,
15.
25.
You're in the trees?
I'm gonna move up above or under this tree depending on how tall it is.
Okay. So, Ricky, you see this small woman all of a sudden grow out these wings and take off, pushing the dust and the debris away as she does so.
And then I guess also the construct's gonna go as well,
Yep.
correct? Okay. So I'm gonna say, here we go. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna say, okay. Oh, this is it. I don't have control over it, but I'm gonna move it right here. I'm gonna say, Bara, go.
So much stuff.
Okay.
And then it fucking behind it, this fucking mechanical arm stands up straight, it has it's like a crane.
Yeah.
And then so it's oh, here we go. It's like crane. It stands up straight, and then it just goes
Yeah.
and smacks and just smacks at the fucking
Any character.
smacks at the thing. Okay,
Roll to
and
attack.
then roll to attack. 20.
This-
Holy fuck. Okay.
What kind of attack?
Is it a spell
Allosaurus swipe. Yes, that'll hit this hideous creature that is mostly
Okay.
mouth.
Mostly mouth.
Well,
That's the title of the first episode.
This is what
Mostly
they look
mouth.
like up close, by the way.
Whoa!
That is mostly mouth.
That is
Yeah.
that is like at least 51% mouth.
The first one will hit. The second one will also hit.
No, that's the damage.
2d10 plus 4. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
Jesus, what?
a lot of damage.
This character really, literally comes online at level 6.
He picks only the best characters and he hates them because of
That
it.
is unless you lose your construct.
Yeah, it can die.
And then you have to build another one.
Yeah.
All right, will that be all from Brina Nobdimpton?
That'll be all from Brina. I say, great job!
Okay. I'd say...
He has a higher dex than me.
No, I'm thinking about someone else. Dove and Bjorn, please roll perception checks.
Roger.
Eight and 15.
Is Dove a human?
Half elf.
Half elf. Little is looks like a teenager.
Fucking half elves.
So, Dove, you see Kellen running away.
In what direction?
Down through here.
Like this way?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I assume that he's not a fighting man and that he's running away out of fear, given my understanding of like when he was like, we'll go back to the town square soon.
You can't see. He's running away from you, so you can't see his face. So I say you can't really make a read. All right. Lightning.
Oh fuck! So I'm like, what is that?
You saw a scooter. Well, you don't even know what a scooter is.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what? Is that yeah.
Oh my god.
So I go fucking running over to here, and I'm fucking. As I'm going, I've been wearing my winter robes and like with belts and like pretty garbage rope. And as I'm running, I'm struggling, ripping them off.
Yeah.
And reveal that my like winter cloak is like a long flowing cloak. Yeah. And it's like now it's all loose, and I fucking pull out my nunchucks and I look fucking awesome still after all these years.
You always do.
Yeah. And I perform a
Kyle's
sneak
catchphrase
attack.
and I look awesome.
Yeah. Performing a. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not on advantage. Okay. Yeah. I'm right.
Oh, I'm a monk with sneak attack damage. No big
Oh
deal.
my
Oh my god.
All right. So. There you go.
Unfortunately, he
and-
rolls really badly.
Oh, you can make a bonus unarmed attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a
Oh
bonus
my
on
God.
unarmed attack.
So
I don't have the setup for that. I don't have that one. So.
So
Don't have like the
It's 1d8 plus your dex.
it'd be dex plus proficiency, right? So proficient with unarmed.
yes,
So.
and it'd be
but
1d4 plus your dex modifier
1d4 plus my dex modifier. Well, not 1d8.
if you hit.
Okay.
This is an
1d8.
unarmed strike, so you're striking once with the nunchucks, then you're making another like palm strike essentially. But you have
So
to you have to roll to hit first.
I did.
That's damage.
That's damage.
That's damage. Oh, 1d4.
So roll 1d20 plus
Oh.
dexterity plus proficiency
So
because you're making a second strike.
12.
It's your bonus action to do so.
It's a 12.
This is actually something that you're going to have to manage because you can either use your bonus action to make another strike, or you can use your bonus action to use a cunning action. You can't do both. You only have one bonus
Oh, maybe. Well, maybe,
action. You can take it back right now because we're still
Yeah, I did
doing this.
Okay.
Do you wanna
Well,
use
yeah.
cunning action, or do you want to
Yeah.
use
I perform my cunning action to disengage 5 feet out of it.
All right, whack! You come down right on one of its eyes, and it pops, just spraying what looks like not even blood, but some kind of black ichor. Just you just hear out of it.
I'm like, all right, well, there you go.
So let's put these in reverse order. Whoops, wrong. Sad.
So sad.
So you disengage, run away past the scooter, which is just revving, and you just see this arm.
And I'm just walking around it. I'm like, oh boy.
It's like at once the arm comes out, like I imagine these two pistons just plow into the ground so it can keep itself steady.
Yeah.
All right, Beorn.
See what this character can do.
This crater is this how high is that?
Is the what?
This crater right here?
If anything, it's lower.
I'd say there's probably the
Will that block my vision if I'm behind it?
impact left behind is probably about 5 feet high. It kind of blew into the ground, so it's a caldera. It's a crater down probably about 5 feet.
All right. So I'm gonna move here,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave.
Okay.
The fuck?
I want to cast it. This being the width, and this being the length, so it hits everybody.
I'm gonna have to look up tidal wave.
Okay.
I'm
Wait.
also looking up tidal wave.
Are you gonna kill us with a big tidal wave?
Now I'm gonna kill them.
Well,
with
so
a big-
while Booj looks this up, I'll share an anecdote. In Dylan's campaign, Ben as a druid, once cast a spell called Gust of Wind, which makes
Oh
this
my
giant
God.
column of air that blows everything in like a 10-foot diameter, and it's just like within 100 feet, just forward. And it almost killed all of us because no one could maneuver around it because we kept failing our saves, and we just like almost died because we just kept getting pushed past.
They were fighting an air elemental, and Ben thought that it would dispel it because it's like considered a gas.
So show me once again where you want it.
So 10 feet wide, right, and 30 feet long.
Okay. I mean, you can make it up to that, so you can make it
Yeah.
any size in between there as well.
So I can hit everybody, right?
I believe so. Once again, new characters. I'm gonna have to look at all this shit and make sure no one's.
All right.
All right. So
So they all need to make a
We
dex
didn't
save.
die. You're right. We didn't
Okay,
die.
what's your,
Ben, hang on. Ben just walked past my room and he wanted to point out we didn't die. We just almost died.
what's your DC?
50.
Okay. Dex save to beat 15. The large tentacle monster beats it. Okay, that one fails. 15, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that one fails, and that one fails. Okay, so all the little demons fail. The big guy.
Okay.
Roll that damage. They are 11.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
11 total. All right.
That's very average.
Little guys are knocked prone.
That's 11. One of them is dead. That will kill one.
Hey,
And
happiness.
so 5.
So you're a wizard, huh?
So everyone, so you see Ricky. You probably don't see where from, but you see this elf kind of into the darkness. Christ, Logan. And you, Dove definitely sees this. You see this elf kind of stand back and just start kind of making circles with his hands and this kind of green energy forming around him. And then you look forward as you see out of the ground erupting this wall of water that just crests and then crashes into all of these creatures. And then would that get the Vespa scooter in there?
No.
Okay.
Whoa.
That is
Woo! Vespis.
It does extinguish any unprotected flames. If there are.
So, Brina, you look at your Vespa scooter just gets engulfed with water, and you're like, "Oh Jesus, that can't be good." You hear the motor just putter like.
What the fuck?
I'm still here.
Your stupid bird wings.
Yeah, while this is happening, I say, what the fuck is going on?
The water spreads out and dissipates. All right, so these guys are knocked down. Let's go our knockdown. Oh my good. Thank for that. Let's put this. Let's just put these.
I like that one.
Yeah. Knockdown. This guy, however, you see the body just gets slammed by the wave and pushed against the rock, and just becomes like this wet red paste, just kind of dissipates on the ground. The creature, though, with all the eye stalks, seems to just kind of walk through the water. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Hugh and Mune, Dove, you see they fly down. And Bjorn, you also see these huge humanoid raven creatures. And they both have, I'd say Hugh probably has Droop in his arms. And you see Mune say, "Get back to the carriage! We have to get back to the carriage!" And you hear...
Can I use my reaction to nod at him and say, I'll hold him back. You get back to the... Or, no, I would say... make sure we get paid. You keep him safe.
The twins will nod, but you'll hear Gaffa say, "No, wait for them. We have to wait for them."
And I'm like, Drew!
Under this command, Mune will. All right. You hear from this tentacled creature. You see this huge, unblinking, nearly unblinking milky white eye in its center, and all these tentacle stalks with eyeballs on the top of them. In all of your heads, you hear a thumping, psychic heartbeat. and you can just hear it like expanding out from this creature.
Fuck.
I need. Let's see.
All these dexes, all these fucking saves.
I want Dove to roll a d6. Sorry, a d6. Roll a d6. I want Ricky to roll a d6, and I want Taurus to roll a d6.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Hopefully I'm not
Forrest.
vomiting blood and we all die again.
Uh,
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All three of us?
No, dex for Dove.
Uh-oh.
So,
you
see
die.
one of these eyes that are kind of above its head, and these tentacles, one of them focuses on you. A beam of energy flies out from the eyeball.
Oh no.
Dealing 40 points of damage. You've been
Your speed is halved for 1 minute, and you can't take any reactions.
Ooh.
Take either an action or a bonus action on your turn, but not both.
Oh, come on. That fucks everything I wanted to do.
As you see this beam come, you suddenly feel like you're slowing down.
God damn it. All right.
You can make you can remake the save on your throw at the end of your turn.
Oh,
Alright,
you're not
alright,
filled with
alright.
blood forever and ever? And ever?
Ever. Taurus, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
You lose. You're ugly right now.
Not possible.
You're permanently ugly.
Charisma saving throw.
A rare charisma saving throw.
Yeah. Sorry, just looking at something.
What'd you get? Bad.
Oh, these are bad,
All right,
guys.
you
this
see
is
a
this
pink-
is blood hag stuff.
You see a pink ray fly out from another eye. And it hits your head, and you seem kind of off focus. You have disadvantage on attack rolls for 1 minute.
Fucking perfect.
Sorry, you said my speed was halved, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I get to retry it every turn or no?
Yes.
Fuck, man. That really fucks.
And I need Ricky to roll a. Throw, please.
What?
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Well, there you go. Here's all your
Jesus
bad rolls
Christ.
for you.
Ricky roll.
You see this stone gray beam fly out from
Oh,
the
good.
As soon as it hits you, you freeze up. You are stunned for 1 minute.
Oh, so I can't do anything for a minute.
You
That's
can
pretty much
still-
literally the entire combat.
You can make saving throws on the end of your turn.
Great.
Let's use
So
this.
what do the icons on the little guys mean?
They're knocked down.
They're prone.
They're very asleep.
I mean, that means you have advantage with
Well,
melee?
Assume we're gonna get bad rolls for the rest of the game, and we'll all die on our first season.
That would be a
3.
major bummer.
That would be a bummer.
All right. So this creature, and you just hear once again this psychic pulse coming from it. Dove.
Well, our main damage dealer is stunned.
No, he's disadvantage on attack.
So I can take either a bonus action or an action, but not both.
Correct. You don't have react.
That really fucks me.
You are affected by the slowing ray.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm
yeah,
affected by the ray that makes me not do anything, so don't
That's
worry.
true.
Mine's a little worse.
All right. I guess. What I can't even get a bonus action. Feel free to overrule this. Can I discern anything about this creature to know if it would be susceptible to one of the 5 types of magic
Elemental damage?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You've never seen anything like this in your life.
Gotcha.
You've never heard of anything like this.
I guess.
It's not a demon. Actually, you'd probably know these demons probably more just because your dad rants about demons all the time.
So what do I know about them? Anything?
Roll a religion check.
The one I'm not good at.
Yep.
No
Never
idea.
mind. Don't even bother. Don't just
there's-
keep it
there's-
to yourself.
There's some kind of demon.
All right. Well, in that case, when do I make the saving throw to see if I can undo this?
End of your turn.
Fuck. All right.
Don't you have spells?
I had a plan, guys. That's the thing. I had a plan. I was thinking, like,
Well, now
I don't
you
want
need
to be
to
the
make a
guy
new
who has a
plan.
long
What is it?
turn.
Yeah, new plan. Here we go.
Action.
I cast Melf's Minute Meteors, and that's my turn.
Okay, link that spell, please.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to have advantage on the saving throw.
Okay. Is
it
Tides
is-
of Chaos? What action economy is Tides of Chaos?
I don't think it's any. It says I can use it to have advantage on an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. I will double check. One moment. Tides of Chaos. Starting at first level, you can manipulate the forces of chance and chaos to gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Once you do so, you must finish a long rest before you can use this feature again.
Okay.
So there's no action.
So what's the minute meters? Give me a lowdown.
Say again.
What is the spell you're casting?
Here, I can click it. That.
All right.
Kind of complicated.
It's
I make a bunch of orbs, and then with the bonus action, I can fire the orbs at things.
Okay.
Hope you don't get hit during it.
Hit
I
all of
also hope I don't get hit during it.
You don't have like a big strong spell.
That
got
is my
weird.
big strong spell.
Bjorn, you just see all these little orbs surround this child's head and start spinning.
And then I'm going to use Tides of Chaos for the saving throw to try to undo the slowing ray.
Okay. Make your spell bullshit.
That's when I cast the spell.
Okay. So
After using Tides of Chaos, you can make me make a Wild Magic Surge.
All right,
anytime
do
I
that.
Cast a spell. But I'm not casting a spell after using Tides of Chaos.
Oh.
So it'd be on a subsequent turn.
Okay. Whatever you say.
What's the saving throw?
The saving throw is
Dex? Wisdom?
what is the slowing ray? Dexterity.
That seems... Okay.
It's a dex saving throw. Don't know what to tell you. All right, you overcome the effects
Yes!
of the creature's slowing ray.
Yes! Excellent.
The creatures will stand up. One of them will run towards the scooter.
Oh, watch out, Scooter.
The other one will glump towards the dwarf. With these huge jaws that just are trying to clamp on. One to the scooter. That'll be 17 to hit the scooter.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, they'll take 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And the other one to hit Taurus. This demon is running up to you.
Demon.
Demons. 18 to hit you.
Ah, fuck that. It hits.
Okay, you will take 11 piercing damage as this thing glomps onto your chest.
I have 18 AC.
Through the armor. And that's all they'll do. They'll just run and try to devour. And it is your
Is that
turn,
like
Sir
me?
Taurus.
Okay. We're gonna start off with a second wind.
Cool.
I assume I regenerated my my second wind and my action surge over the years. But-
In the last, 700 days.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna like, oh, it's time, and then I'm gonna hit the one in front of me. Hulkamania. Right.
Yeah.
Did I not? I rolled with disadvantage. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
16 to hit.
I will hit.
I'm gonna re-roll the 6.
Good old Frostbrand.
The one, you mean?
Yeah.
You roll a 6.
The
Yeah,
2-year-old
So
Frostbrand.
it's 11. So it's 15 in total. So.
Probably like 102 years old, but
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so the first one rings true. You hack off one of its many arms. Its 4 clawed arms.
Die faster and attack again. 14.
That will also hit.
17 damage.
Okay. 17 total for Frost. All right. How do you want to hack this little creature?
I want to cut him in half, right through the mouth, so he looks like a sloppy Joe.
Oh my god. My eyes go over there and they sparkle because I see Taurus killing again and enjoying it.
You see this like tall, this tongue just lolling on the ground, not attached to anything anymore.
And I'm gonna move after.
Break your curse.
Oh, and yes,
Horrible knife for a curse.
roll for
Oh yes.
make
Charisma
a
saving.
charisma.
Oops. Oh well, there you go.
2020.
20/20
no
vision.
big deal.
Either one would have done it. You feel the control of this mind witness kind of disappearing from your.
I love to attack. Can't make me doubt myself. And then, with the strength of a shoujo character, I run over here.
All right.
Shoujo or shonen?
Shonen.
Droop will continue to yell, "We have to wait for them. They can do it. But we have to get out together. That thing will bring the horde." And you just hear emanating from this creature. Brina, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I am going to, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to hover on over, to, like, right above, Taurus.
Okay.
And I'm going to, cast Cure Wounds
On whom?
on Taurus.
Okay.
Cast
Where are
what?
Oh, you're right there.
Cure
Didn't he
Wounds.
just heal?
He did just heal. Yeah.
All right, Taurus, like a small gnomish angel, you see descending upon you.
Yes, it's like one shoe again.
I say, yeah, so I say, it seems like we need to keep you alive, I think. And then I cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
Not bad.
Angel of life. Life to the angel of death.
Okay. And then
Nice.
oh fuck, actually. Wait a minute. Okay, actually here's a question. If I cast Cure Wounds, can I use a bonus action to cast a spell?
It has to be a cantrip.
That's cantrip.
It has to be a cantrip. Oh. Okay, what about a
Level 4 spell.
What about
Okay.
a level 9 spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if I want to?
Then that's that for that guy, for Brina. And then for the scooter, I'm going to have him
Go scooter action.
I'm gonna have him move down to here.
Okay.
And I know it's gonna provoke an attack of opportunity, but that's okay because it's a scooter.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fucking rev up the engines. Actually, no, I'm gonna have him move to here.
Oh my.
And he's going.
Ramming speed?
All right. Well, first of all, so he gets there, the Maw Demon rolls a 20 total to hit.
Okay, so that's going to hit.
He'll take 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay,
I wish I could heal your scooter, Pete.
you can.
As the Maw Demon's like grabbing onto it, you just see parts of steel and cogs just
Yeah.
flying off.
Okay, and so yeah, it's going. I don't have control over it, so it's moving over here, and then it's taking ramming speed, and it's gonna go over here. And give him a claw attack.
This creature is floating, by the way, off the ground.
Do you think you can hit it with a floating arm?
Probably. So what is he doing? I don't know the Allosaurus.
Allosaurus has this move. Basically, I'm trying to make this happen, where he gets both of his attacks and he knocks something prone. I know it's probably
both of your attacks.
No, I'm only using claw right now, which is just the same attack. It's like a physical claw attack.
Okay. Let me get it with my book right here.
And basically, because I move 30 feet, if it hits, the monster has to make a check to see if it's
pounce.
prone or
Okay.
not.
If you turn the creature then hits the claw attack, the same turn must succeed.
I'm gonna go
Be knocked prone. If the target is prone, the Allosaurus can make one by. Okay. So he's going to run. The Mind Witness is going to make a Strength saving throw. On to beat 13, he will fail on the Strength saving throw for pounce.
Well, actually, I think I have to hit him first.
Okay. The Allosaurus moves at least 30 feet forward in the creature and then hits. Okay. Go
Yeah,
ahead and
okay. Let's hope we hit.
It's a definite maybe.
That will just hit.
Yeah.
Yay.
So the real question is it knocked prone?
So it failed its strength saving throw, so yes.
Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is claw damage, which is 1.
What happened?
D8.
Did we
I'm
do it?
gonna do way too much damage. So
We can only hope.
nice. And then 2. Wait, is that? I have to double check this. Hang on a second. Allosaurus. 2d10. Jesus
Yep.
fucking Christ.
That's 2d10 piercing,
Much damage.
1d8 for the claw.
Yeah.
18 for the claw.
So
Or-
a total of 23 damage.
Jesus Christ.
And that is.
You thought the level 7 guy would be the damage dealer. I'm just frozen. Well, I can't roll for shit. So.
What was it in total, Pete?
23.
Okay. So you all see this scooter just like kicking up dust as it's like bouncing and then takes off and kind of jumps up into the air with its claw and it just sinks into this floating tentacle creature. Pull it to the ground with a large and the tentacles are wrapping all around it and the eyes are flipping out of control. But it seems to have, yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's it. I do have to. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I'm
Dove,
frozen.
you see, brother, the acolyte run even further out of your sight.
Yeah.
Kyle's blue screening?
I'm not blue screening.
No, he's frozen, as in his character is frozen.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
I'm
So you're
frozen.
in Copat. Yep. So you make a
Constitution.
Was it Constitution? Yeah.
Yeah.
Constitution.
Hold! No one say anything. No one say anything. I'm going to use Bend Luck. I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to add that to that roll. So it's now a 15.
Very good because he needed a 13.
Yay.
Wild
I'd like you to
magic,
roll-
baby! I'm
roll
telling you, it's the good shit.
Roll wild magic.
Oh, you're gonna kill your whole
No,
fucking
it's when
crew
I
over
cast
here.
a spell.
Are you gonna shoot
It's
a
No,
fire?
I'm gonna say whenever
Okay.
you use sorcery points for anything.
Okay. 3.
Okay.
What is
Thank
Wild
you.
magic?
Maybe I
That's
won't be so
reaction.
mad that you played a wild man.
I don't know what wild magic is.
Yeah, no one does.
Wild magic
It's
is
awful.
like...
I
We'll
do.
explain it later.
Yeah.
Killed the whole party one time.
Bjorn, you're up.
So
To be
is the
fair, you
scooter
killed a
next?
first level party.
Is the scooter next to this monster?
Yeah,
It's like on top of the monster.
Yeah, you want to move it.
With like
up there.
the tentacles are like wrapping around the monster and the claw and the things are
And the monster is prone right now.
So
Yes,
where
it
is it exactly? 'Cause I don't want to hit it with spell.
it's
Yeah,
like in
it-
its zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't do a AoE
It's like
spell.
it's here. It's
Oh.
on like that corner.
All right. So I want to. I have a question. When it says any attack roll against an affected creature has advantage, does that mean spell attacks too?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's like a ranged spell attack, but not like a DC or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a spell that has an attack.
Right.
This guy's dead, right? No. Oh, he's not, is he? The thing next to Taurus.
No, it is alive.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing there, dude?
So if I cast a spell like this, will it hit the scooter or not?
Yeah.
Where?
If it's
where
an
you casting?
AoE.
This line, it's a 5-foot line,
5-foot line.
5 foot wide.
So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are you casting?
I want to cast lightning bolt.
Holy fuck!
Oh, lightning bolt.
It's 100 feet long and
Yeah, I
5.
know how it works. Yeah, no, you'd be fine. You wouldn't hit it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So dexterity save.
Yeah,
Okay. To beat what?
beat 15.
He beat it. With a 19.
19.
Damn.
He's got fucking good rolls.
So you got a 14 dex.
So he takes half of that.
What's half of 27?
13. Rounded down, 13.
So from Bjorn's hand, you just see all along his arm curling lightnings, and this bolt flies through the air, and you see it pierces through a couple of the tentacles of this creature, and they kind of just fall dead, and they're kind of smoking.
I say, what the fuck is happening?
Says the person with wings.
Yeah, that's flying around shooting with a car.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
It's normal
I've seen
shit.
that
We do it
before.
every day in Neverwinter. Anything else, Bjorn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Although they are heeding the will of Droop, Hugh and Mune will both back up as far as they can, still in their raven form. Actually, Mune will probably get in front of Hugh and pull out a short sword, just ready for anything. All right, the floating creature is up next, and once again, you just hear coming from it. And it's going to try to crush the scooter with its tentacles.
Oh, fuck!
No. The scooter.
It gets a 20 total to hit.
That's it.
Woohoo!
That's an unfortunate woohoo.
So the scooter takes 23 points of damage,
Oh my god.
and it is grappled.
I say, oh, fucking Christ! No!
Is your scooter destroyed?
No.
It needs to make a DC 13 intelligence saving throw.
It's so smart though, so that's good for us.
This might
Yeah. Yeah, it is really smart. I have to do the saving throw right now.
Yes.
Okay, so D20.
Oh,
Yeah!
baby!
All right. It is not
Is that-
stunned.
Wow.
Oh my god.
As this-
minus
as
four?
As all these bottom tentacles wrap around, you just see it tensing like a python. You just see parts, just, like expensive parts. You're like, oh no, the crystal! Oh god, operator!
good.
You just see them cracking and flying off of this thing. It's being crushed ever more and more. And I need you, Brina, to roll a d6.
Uh-oh.
Two. All right, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Be the first to pass one on first try. That could be huge for you.
Hang on a second. Can I use Gnome Cunning for this?
Nope, this is not a spell.
Okay, never mind.
It is an ability.
Whoa!
You see this, one of the eyes darts towards you, and you see the sickening green ray fly at you, and your mind is kind of like, you're over, like you've been saying, what the fuck is going on? You start to become like fear is overtaking you for a second, and then it passes, and you're like, no, I'm in control. I've seen much worse.
And it's a
Yeah.
blood and it's fine.
Right. And Dove, you are up.
Okay, I was just typing the explanation of Wild Magic Surge because what I want to do is cast a cantrip, specifically in the Wild. I mean, this is, you can rule this however you want, but in the description of Wild Magic Surge, it says, starting when you choose this origin at first level, your spellcasting can unleash surges of untamed magic. Once per turn, the DM can have you roll a d20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell of first level or higher. If you want to also have that affect cantrips, that's fine. I'm just letting you know what the book says. What I'm going to do is use a bonus action to expend 2 of Melf's minute meteors. Here's another thing that we're going to need a at least vague house ruling on. It says that I can spend 1 or 2 meteors. Would they make 1 or 2 dex saves against that?
1.
Okay. Cool. I expend 2 meteors to have them crash down over here so that it'll hit the horrible monster and not the scooter that seems malevolent. So he has to make a DC 16 dex save.
He will make the save.
Okay, so he takes half of this much damage. Takes 4 damage. Woo! I rolled 2.
Wow.
Wait. I'm going to use a sorcery point
Oh, good.
to reroll both of those ones and the 2.
Is that a reaction?
No, it is a meta magic thing.
So it doesn't take an action or a bonus action.
Correct.
Okay.
Just happens.
And I have to use the new values. I can't use the old ones. So it'll be 4 plus this. Excellent. Much more damage. 19.
Wow.
Well, half of that.
Wow,
So he takes 9 damage. 9 fire damage.
All right.
Then I will cast the cantrip Firebolt. Are you going to have me do a wild magic surge on the cantrip or no?
Yes.
Okay.
If you ask, man.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to bend the rules here. Do you want me to roll for it or just the wild magic surge happens? Because with Tides of Chaos, it just happens. With wild magic surge, I roll the d20, and then on a 1, it happens.
Okay, then it just happens.
This is
Okay.
clearly a nightmare to have this guy on our team.
You should probably kill this child as soon as possible.
Yeah.
A 55. Let's consult the chart.
No!
Let's consult the chart. Now things
Brandon's
get
fucking
fun.
character of all time.
Yeah, Brandon played a character where he gets to play the game and we have to be like
you have
fucking
to
deal
watch.
with it. Yeah, no one else.
No, we're
Hang on,
fucking
hang on.
passengers in
Hang
our own
on.
fate.
My hair falls out but grows back within 24 hours.
All right. You're a cancer patient. It all falls to the ground.
So all my hair falls out, but I get
Do I
Tides of
see-
Chaos
hey.
back.
From up in the air, can I see his hair fall out?
Does it fall out in clumps or like it
No,
just
just
float out of
all
his head?
instantly.
I just throw up my hands. I don't say anything.
Dove, you probably experienced this before. You're like, oh, that one.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be weird looking for a day. And I cast Firebolt.
Include.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yes.
And I deal him 13 fire damage. So 13 plus 9 is 22 damage.
You do a lot
right
of
in the
damage for
middle
a
eye.
fucking idiot.
And you actually see the middle eye blink, like in pain. And that thumping, you just hear like this like low, horrible, almost like it's like a psychic growl.
Okay.
No, I hate psychic creatures. They're so stupid.
The Maw Demon will run. Oh, how high are you in the air, Pete?
I'd say I'm like 10. Actually, no. I can only be. I'm 5 feet above. 5 feet, so 10 feet. 10 feet up in the air.
Okay. As it sees you as this kind of weird moth that it wants to eat, it'll try to jump up and bite onto you. Will it succeed in its jump? And it will
See how you were so nervous, and it's just that my hair all fell out.
20. So 20
For
total.
now.
I did not
This
hear
is
what
just
you
the
said.
first day.
What do you say,
And
Pete?
your hair.
I have no idea what you said.
20 total to hit.
That will be.
It's like actually it misses.
So 10 piercing damage as this thing jumps up and bites on your thighs. Did you have any concentration spells going?
No.
Okay.
Wait, do the wings have concentration?
I don't know, do they?
If I fell 10 feet. Hang on, let me look. No, they don't have concentration. They just exist on me.
He tries to pull you down, but eventually just lets his jaws up and falls back down to the ground.
So wait, how much damage did he do?
That was
Did he
11,
not do
I think.
11. Okay, sorry. My bad. It's like it's kind of funny. I like my brain literally can't handle playing 2 characters.
Yeah. Sure, welcome to my world, Pete. Welcome to my fucking world. Just a taste of it.
Yeah.
All right, Taurus, you're up.
You gotta cut it in half. That's what you gotta do. I jump 5 feet.
He's like instructionally like, wow.
24 to hit.
Chill zone.
Yes.
17.
It hurts.
And then 16 to hit.
That will just hit.
16.
All right, Taurus, how would you like to kill the mind witch?
Yeah! We won!
We still have to kill the other vagina.
Did you guys-
Oh, who cares?
Did you guys dissect a cow eyeball in high school?
No, but this sounds fucking awful.
So I'm gonna like slice its eyeball, and then all the corneal juices will go, and it smells like
Yeah.
Florida. Yeah,
It smells like Florida.
It smells.
formaldehyde.
I was gonna say it smells worse than Florida.
Barely though.
Yeah, as soon as you cut across, it's just like really fast flowing fluid, and it's like and it kind of spazzes out, and its tentacles are kind of like ending in points and shit as it hits the ground, and some of the twitching stops, and the eyes kind of stop moving.
Good written.
Yeah.
And you feel that pulsing, psychic pulsing, is no longer happening. Good job.
Yay!
Yeah, but how about this?
What?
I'm gonna action surge now,
All right.
Fuck.
and I'm gonna jump over here, and give him
Okay.
a double. Oh, crit and a 13.
All righty.
Does 13 hit?
13 just hits.
Oh
Okay,
my
13 first.
god.
So 15. I can reroll the frost on that.
Well, wait. What about that 27? What's
I will. That's coming up after.
Getting to it.
Oh, okay, it's the same. 15 on the first hit,
Okay.
and then
No boy.
Oh my god.
Reroll the
Riley.
one.
I can reroll this.
How would you like to kill this maw demon?
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
By like skewering him like a shish kebab.
And just leaving him there for the rest
Yeah.
of the time we play this game.
So almost a one graceful movement. It's been a while since you've seen Taurus in work. When you've seen Taurus work, and he just gracefully cuts the eye in the middle of the creature, and with the momentum of the swing, flies backwards and skewers into the creature. With Frost brand.
I used the momentum from the juice explosion.
Yeah. And you're flying forward.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. With
Wow.
with this, you'll hear Droop says, "We must get to the cart. That thing brings the horde. That pulsing sound. Move. We must move now."
Pulsing, stop, Droop. Talk
Doesn't
good.
matter. They've already heard it.
I'm like, fuck, Drew. What have you done?
I shout back to Mr. Gaffes. Master Gaffes, shall we bring the rest of these with us?
Yes, we all must go now.
Rest of
I
Wait,
shout out.
where are we going?
Says to the cart. We must make it out of here. There's no hope for Coda Hill any longer.
I shout out. I'll be the last on the cart. Go.
All right.
Where is?
I'll sit in the
fucking-
cart.
Where is Brother Kellen?
Make a perception check. Where? No. Don't bother. From where you're at, you can't see him.
Okay.
Didn't he run off back to the village?
I give
He
a
ran
pat
off
to
towards the
Dove and I say, "Good shooting, kid. Don't get cocky, kid."
I go up to my scooter and I fucking hop on it and I'm like,
Nice.
and like move the arm a few times and it's like,
It actually it puts the claw comes up for a high five.
oh, okay, good. I definitely give it a high five.
It's like very dainty. It's like,
So you start taking off. The rest of you like to.
I'm anime running.
Okay.
Fucking
Like
Nice.
Naruto,
Yeah.
like arms behind your back, Inuyasha.
Oh yeah. Well, I move faster now that I'm a monk. So
Right.
I see Brother Kellum from where I am.
Make a perception check.
Oh yeah. Also, I can see 120 feet in the dark.
Oh yeah, Can I perceive as well? Is that like a thing now that I'm
You
like
don't
a
see
guy?
beyond. You can go ahead and look. Anyone that wants to look around
Yeah.
real quick. Can
So I'm doing anime run. 12. Didn't see.
I'm
him.
already sitting in the cart,
see.
fucking relaxing.
Yeah. We fucking killed it today. All right, so I'm fucking at the cart. I'm fucking.
You guys start running. You see the two were-ravens take off into flight. You see Hugh turn from his were-raven form, shrinks down into an actual raven, taking off. You see Mune still carrying Gaffis with these huge wings back over to the cart. You travel over the first hill. When you travel over the second one, I'd say pretty much everyone hears the sound of a war horn somewhere in the distance.
In what direction? Like towards where the fight happened? Or?
To the
North.
south.
All right.
That is a great horn noise, Booch.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You all make it back to the cart.
It's okay.
And Droop says, "Get in. We must make for Miraba."
Mm.
I'm already sitting in the cart.
Do I know where that is? I'm like, is that north? Is that south?
Yes,
South.
north.
All right, let's go north.
Into the mountains.
I hop in the cart and I tell my scooter to follow along.
Okay.
And I say, Duff, grab my hand. Duff, grab my hand.
I don't grab his hand. I casually step onto the cart because it hasn't started moving yet.
Right. I'm like, go.
He's like looking past me like, ah!
We see Hugh, you see Hugh, crest over, or, well, none of you actually know, probably only Dove would know this, but you see Hugh pass over the trees as a raven, blue kind of magical energy flowing from his eyes. He lands on the pilot seat of the carriage and returns to his human form. You see the were-raven make one large jump onto the pilot seat as well and turn back into Mune, the human, the Shrike. And they both hit the reins and the cart starts wheeling out. You occasionally see some gnomes here and there going, "What's happening? What's happening?" You know, like confused at the whole proceedings. And you hit the road. The inside of the cart is large enough that you can all sit pretty comfortably. And you are a little bloody, very dirty from the explosion. And Droop is obviously also bloody and like very distraught, and he's breathing heavily. He says, "Now we see the face of our troubles, all of ours, what has been festering for 2 years. 2 years ago. What haunts the world now. No one will stand up. The Lord's Alliance has faltered. The Harpers are in seclusion, so we must do this thing. I have the money. You have the power. We must find allies to stand against the Horde and whatever Shuloth sends with it. The world needs heroes now. It needs a resistance. To Mirabar." And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Fucking kidding me. Oh my god.
Round of applause for Booge. That was fucking great.
Thank you.
Very good, Booj.
That was very good.
It's great work. Wow.
And I'm glad that a wild magic surge happened and I didn't kill anyone.
Or kill yourself.
That's only a matter
Or
of time. for
myself.
Yeah. You're really just rolling dice. And it's like, yeah. Either you hurt everyone or yourself.
Or I just grow a bunch of hair.
You grow a normal amount of hair.
No, I lose all my hair then.
You'll
grow
return to a normal amount of hair someday.
So welcome to season 3.
Oh, this is
Of
like when
The group resistance. The resistance
Yeah.
is born.
The group formerly known as the Troop.
The group formerly known as Droop.
Yeah, the resistance formerly known as the
That was
group.
ridiculous. I forgot.
That
I wanted like, yeah, I had no idea that the scooter would be so OP.
Oh,
By
it's
the
a
way-
fucking Allosaurus.
No,
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah,
It's a
Allosaurus
dinosaur.
Apparently very strong.
I gotta pee real bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you get punished hard if it gets killed.
Did you guys? That's the thing. It's actually not that big of a punishment because I would just drag it. I would just drag it with me.
And then
I'd
he
be
like has to spend a day to like reanimate
to
it, right?
repair it. Yeah,
That's like not bad.
Yeah.
That's like
if it breaks and it's gone, it takes like 18 days and like 2,000 gold. Actually, that's an exaggeration. It takes
1 day.
1 week of work, 8 hours a day, and 1,000 gold.
So
That's
for
not
anyone
bad.
for anyone watching, just to metagame for a moment, Taurus is still a 6th level fighter. Brina is or dwarf. He's the same dwarven fighter that we've known for the last 2 seasons. Brina is Pete, go ahead and introduce yourself. From a metagame standpoint.
She's a gnome artificer, female gnome artificer,
Ex-wife of One Shoe.
and she's like a alchemist type character. She throws potions and stuff like that, and she has a OP horse. I was gonna say, did you catch my shitty name that I named it because I couldn't?
I
decide
didn't
the name?
actually.
I didn't either.
It's Bara.
Oh.
Bara as in Barathrum.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because originally it was gonna be something else, and then I was like, I don't know.
But now it charges and it stuns things, so Bara is a fitting name.
Yeah.
Good name. And it's really good early game, so.
Yeah.
Master Lightning, you want to introduce yourself from a metagame standpoint?
So I'm the artist formerly known as Ricky Lightning, the 6th level rogue and the 1st level monk. I've been here all 3 seasons. One of the remaining troop with Taurus, and a deep dark guilt of watching his friends die, who are surprisingly still alive. So,
Where's One Shoe's body?
where's One Shoe's body?
I'm also wondering the same thing.
This is it.
Bjorn, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I was a late addition to the Droop Troop. My old character Thalnor is doing soul searching at the moment. He sent his druid friend to fill in.
Love interest of Ricky Lightning.
I actually
One
think
of many.
they talk about the God's Bane, but he's doing some personal research on the God's Bane. He's an elf druid.
That rules.
Related to One Shoe and what?
The God's Bane, you said.
Oh.
Yeah,
That kicks ass.
I have personal reasons to investigate the God's Bane.
Mm.
Fuck yeah.
And that leaves me, Viale Thihu, known to his friends as Dove, 6th level sorcerer, half-elf, vehemently opposed to religion in general, and wild magic sorcerer. Haven't killed anyone yet, but I did go bald. But within the next day, I'll get my hair.
Working on your kill count.
What about Taurus?
Get there.
Taurus is so fucking strong.
Yeah, Taurus is.
Taurus is
the
like
man with
outrageously strong.
I want there to be a thing like right before it would fade to black. We get in the cart and I go, "Hey Ricky, I learned a lot of good shit," and then I fall asleep.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're like, that's that for one day nap. Like, it's like 2 years, fucking one day, I still got it.
I feel super refreshed.
Yeah. So I could have
And you
2 years.
rolled an actual leaning die.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
I always have it turned off.
But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hemmed and hawed about the whole framing device in the beginning, whether it was
No,
too
it was
cheesy or
so
not.
good. It was so good.
Yeah, I love the introduction.
It was
Yeah.
pretty stupidly cheesy, but I kept it in.
It was very cheesy,
it was
but
like
I liked
literally
it.
the best.
It
I
was
liked it a
fucking
lot.
amazing.
You did a
It
great
makes
job,
us feel
Booge.
like heroes rather than just a bunch of fucking. It makes us want to be heroes.
Yeah.
Knowing
I
that.
hope you caught the name.
Oh yeah. I didn't recognize the name though. Like, why do I know? I was like,
He's the boy.
Is he?
oh,
Yeah,
I thought the boy was named like.
he's your biggest fan.
Yeah, I thought his name
he's
was
an old man now.
Sparrow.
Yeah. That's the one who Thalnor took home to the Daily.
Yeah, I thought his name was like Sparrow. That's how I was remembering his name. It was kind of like
Jarrow.
Jarrow. Oh, it was. Oh, okay, yeah.
Close.
I can't believe that bike. Oh, okay. So I gotta ask questions about being a artificer.
Well, I'm gonna
Because-
end the recording. We can metagame to our heart's content.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap up the recording, and we will see everybody next Wednesday for season 3, episode 2 of the troop formerly known as
Called a wet wife.
a wet wife. Yep, that's
What?
that's it. You heard it here, folks.
Next time on the Droop Troop.
The
Better
troop
call
formerly
a
known as
wet
Droop.
wife. That's the station out. That's like better call a wet wife next Friday on TBS.
Yeah. Oh my god.